Oh my god. Let's go. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Yo, what is up, boys? So today we're gonna go over the time space junction sector 7, how to do it, what the mechanics are, and I'm gonna show you guys the build that I used in order to get on the leaderboard. So I did a different team than most people did. So as you can see, everybody's doing a melee team. And as you guys can see, I am the only guy doing an Escanor team. I think Escanor can have a very good time and can be competitive. However, I personally just don't like this time space junction, so I'm probably not going to be pushing my time anymore. But I'm going to go ahead and put my build out there so that somebody can take my build, and somebody who's actually willing to sit here and grind this for 8 hours a day can go ahead and do that if they want to. So the build is very simple. So we are going to be doing full greedy ruler on Escanor. As you guys can see, almost everything is high level except for this, just because the other ring didn't have crit chance. It had something else. I have a 150 around here, but it's just not, it doesn't have a good side stat. There it is. I got 2 of them. So this one has earth attack, this one has wind attack, so both of them kind of suck. So I was trading it off for the crit chance. Weapons are, I was doing some melee runs, so there we go. Gluttonous Axe, Great Sword, and Sword and Shield. For Merlin, I was using the Adventure Staff for Fire Burst efficiency because I wasn't actually using her ult whenever I was speedrunning. And I don't think anybody who is speedrunning is going to use her ult. And then for the armor, it's going to be Full Twisted Thought with the Venom Spindle for more burst efficiency. And then these 2 are just for health, and then I just kind of toss this in there. It's not really doing anything. I couldn't really find a chest piece that was like super useful, so maybe somebody else can find something that's more useful. Liz is super standard. It is just greedy ruler 3-piece with man charging efficiency on all of these, and then this is just a placeholder. And then Daisy is obviously the him set with greedy ruler for HP and bloody scale for HP, because we are fire bursting on this team. So the HP of your character actually matters, because you will be doing damage equal to 30% of your HP. So the HP of, I don't know if it's just Escanor or if it's your whole team, but my Escanor has 104,000 HP. So I was boosting not only my Escanor's HP, but also everybody on my team's HP. I haven't really tested to see if it's just Escanor that increases the damage or if it's the whole team. That's a Sora question. I'll ask him at some point. And now we'll get into explaining the mechanics and explaining what you should be doing if you are if you're trying to do it with the Escanor team, and also like briefly explain Zach's build as well. But you guys are probably just gonna watch Zach's video, so I'll do it at the end, like super briefly. I'll probably even like link his video at the very end, just for those that like want to do the melee build. So we'll go straight into the footage. So the gimmick for the gem bosses is exactly that. They put gems. So the one on the right, the life golem, puts these green crystals down, and he's always going to put it in a circle formation around you. You can't really jump above these if you get into it. So you're gonna have to like tag swap out in order to try to get out of this cage that he's gonna put you in. The other one, the more rainbow one, the mineral one, that one does 3 different color gems. It does an orange one, it does a purple one, and it does a blue one. So the only one that you really don't want to mess with is the blue one. So the blue one will do damage to you, but more importantly, it will also heal the bosses. And you want to obviously avoid this at all costs. And the way to avoid it is to simply move away from him as he's casting it. So while he's casting it, he'll almost always do orange and then purple, then blue, at least the first time he does it. Sometimes if you like skip it, it'll do blue first. But for the most part, it was like a pretty consistent pattern of orange, purple, then blue. And then the last mechanic for this is that they are going to put you in this like prism dome. They're going to put you into the center. They're going to put all these green crystals around you, and then they're going to start charging up an attack. This is really easy to get out of. You literally just attack the crystals on the side, and then you just walk right out. It's that simple. I don't have any footage of me doing that because I was trying to die whenever this happened, but trust me, bro, just attack the crystals on the side. You'll be able to walk out. You can't jump over it. They made sure you can't jump over them. So you do have to attack the crystals, and you do have to go through. Now, the crystals themselves apply different debuffs, and I'll put a little picture on screen for the debuffs that it applies. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have seen this picture circulating. So as you can see, the green crystal gives minus 20% critical resistance reduction per crystal. The orange crystal grants minus 50% crit defense, and the purple crystal grants minus 150% defense. Now the blue one on the bottom, as we stated, heals the bosses as well as does damage to you. Now if you are just trying to simply clear this to 3-star, then you basically just want to run to the green golem, and then you want to try to keep them together as much as possible. And then whenever you see the rainbow golem start putting his hand up and summoning crystals, you want to let the first 2 spawn, and then you want to call in like Liz or Merlin or someone like that who will do a tag skill but be like more farther back, so that the blue crystal spawns at your feet more farther away, or just straight up doesn't spawn at all. It's completely random on whether it spawns or not. Sometimes it does spawn, sometimes it doesn't. It's pretty buggy. So basically just whenever you see the second one on your feet, swap to Liz or Merlin, and you'll either get the blue one like off to the side, that way you can kind of like move them away from it, or the blue one just won't spawn at all. And then the green ones, of course, are going to just spawn wherever you are. So whenever you do see the big circles around you, kind of the same concept, you want to swap to Liz or Merlin or whoever has like a ranged tag skill to get you out of the cage. That's the easiest way to get out of the cage. You can break these, but I advise simply getting out of it. And then also if you get into the phase where the bosses do like pull you into the center and pull you into like the Thunderdome, then yeah, you just break the crystals, you move out of the way, and you're good to go. You repeat. And you do want to be trying to stack the crystals up as much as possible. This is actually something that I'll get into with the speedrunning side of the video. But you do want to try to maximize all of the crystals up at the same time, and you want to try to have all the crystals hit both bosses if possible, like if optimal. And when I get to the section, you guys will see it's a lot easier than it sounds. It's very difficult actually. It's one of the reasons why I'm not speedrunning this. So we'll go ahead, now that we went into the general tips for the non-speedrunners, we're going to go ahead and go to the general tips for the people who are going to be speedrunning and trying to get a high rank with Escanor. So first things first, I did try to go to the Rainbow Golem and the Life Golem, both of them, like running to them first. I found it to be much more consistent and easier to get the crystals to spawn if you run to the Life Golem. So that's the one I did most of my runs with, was running to the Life Golem. Now when you run to the Life Golem, if you are speedrunning, if he does not instantly do the green crystal cage, the run is dead, restart. And it's literally that simple. If the crystals do not spawn, the run's dead, just restart, whatever, like go next. What you want to happen is you want the green crystals to spawn, and then whenever the green crystals spawn, you obviously put all of your daisy turrets down, and then you swap to Liz. You want to swap to Liz or Merlin because those people are more far back, and it'll get you out of the cage for one, but more importantly, it'll make sure that the Rainbow Golem actually keeps walking toward you and hopefully stacks on top of the green one. Then whenever that happens, you're going to swap back to a melee character. So whoever, Hauser, Escanor, whatever. And I was swapping to Escanor because I have double greedy ruler, so I was trying to, do the 2 tag swaps. And then you're going to do a couple of abilities on Escanor and basically pray to God that the Rainbow Golem starts summoning some of those crystals at your feet. If he does start doing that, W, that's great, that's what we want. And then at the third one, if you can, swap to Liz and then have Liz do her tag skill, that way the blue crystal spawns away. But if you're strong enough with Escanor, you can honestly completely ignore the blue crystal and just have all 3 of them just land at the same time, because Escanor kind of just one-shots them. It's pretty funny. So once you get this like god RNG setup where you had the green crystal spawn, the rainbow golem actually walked up to you and walked to the life golem, and then you group them up, and then as soon as you group them up, the rainbow golem goes ahead and does his ability, then you're in the money. This is what you're looking for. And then whenever those crystals pop, you can go ahead and just press your Escanor E. This usually will be popped just by your Merlin's fireballs that are running around. Merlin's fireballs just automatically pop these as soon as they come up. So the timing is basically it just has to happen, and whenever it does happen, Merlin will automatically pop it. Once that happens, it's as simple as pressing E and then Alt, and they'll just die. They'll just explode. The hardest part of this entire setup isn't really learning the setup or really anything about the setup or the gear. It's the RNG required to get everything. I actually have a few clips where I got such good RNG on the crystals that my E almost 100 to 0'd this the golems. So it's definitely possible to do a much faster time than what I did with my 21 seconds, but I simply do not find this boss to be any enjoyable whatsoever. I hate doing it. It's not fun at all, and I would rather just hand off the torch, take the L on this one, and hope that the next Time Space Junction boss is more fun, because this is just horrible. I hate it. I hate every second of doing this. I would rather do Galland. I would rather do the Black Rook. Like, this is the worst thing I have ever speedran in my life. The amount of RNG needed for this is just so unfun. It completely drew me away from it, and I'm perfectly fine with my 21-second time. We're good. W. And for the melee side of this, all of this is essentially the exact same. You basically want to do the exact same things. You run to the life golem, you do it with Daisy, you normal attack, then you pop your turrets down, you swap to Liz, then you press your EQ on Liz, then you want to swap to Hauser, and then you essentially combo ult with melee, and you pray to God that the crystals, 1, spawned, 2, whenever you press EQ on melee, you don't get hit out of your EQ. Or your QE, sorry. You know, whenever you do press your QE, you want to make sure that you don't get hit. We can't really make sure, you're just praying to God. And if everything goes right, you kill it in 1 or 2 E's. But that's really it. It's really praying everything goes right. That's like the main gimmick of this entire boss. Is there's very little skill to this boss, and 99% of it is the RNG of the crystals. So if you want to go ahead and ram your face into this boss, you guys are more than welcome to. And I will show a clip of Zach doing it, because Zach did it much better and smoother than I could hopefully demonstrate. So, and he actually got a fast time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys that clip right now. And that is it, boys. That is how you speedrun Time Space Junction Sector 7 with Escanor. And obviously, little tidbit of Meliodas right there. And that is it, boys. That's everything you need to know for Time Space Junction Sector 7. And for those of you guys that are going to be seeing this video and wanting to speedrun, good luck with your crystals. Wish you guys the best. Hope you guys have fun with it, because I definitely did not.